have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into win this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Hi.
we made it.
Happy Cruise Day Tuesday. Anthony, you made it by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
That hair-
How's
Oh, look,
everybody
you can
doing?
shave. No, come on.
Good to see everybody out here. I'm so happy to see everyone out here. You know what? I thought I'd wear my scrub
Awesome.
top because you
you-
see it right here.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yeah, they're
It's from
chatting.
that- well, actually,
Don't you
it's
see
from
these
that side
people?
to this side. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
I see it now.
I wore my scrub top. Is this your scrub top?
Yes, I scrubbed it off before I came on.
Let's say hi to everybody. Hello, D's Nuts. Good to see you
Hello.
in here. Anthony
Cruise Nuts is here
Simone.
too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Anthony Simone, the
Hello.
moderator. Boom, 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 boom. Love you.
Mary Ellen Dillon is here.
Mary Ellen. You know what?
What?
Hello, Mary Ellen Dillon. Anthony just he signed in, checked in, whatever that is, for his cruise. It's coming up soon
I
on
did.
the MSC Meraviglia.
Oh, Anthony Simone.
It's so exciting. Anthony, are you excited for that? I bet you are crazy excited. Masters game and Mike and Marissa. Hello, hello. I did not mean to gloss over MED,
No.
Mary Ellen Dillon. So I feel like we did, but we didn't mean it.
I did.
Hello,
You're
dear
okay.
friend. Speaking of dear friend, Jamie Wilhite
Hello.
has knee replacement coming up
Oh,
in
yeah.
September. So she's going to be like a robotic person
Mhm.
and better than ever. I mean, she was pretty awesome. Let's just admit, I don't
$6
know.
million Jamie.
I don't know how they're going to improve
Was-
you at all, but
What was his name on that show? The $6 Million Man. James? It might have been James.
I don't even know. Maybe Jamie.
It sounds familiar.
No.
$6 million Jamie.
Oh man, good luck.
She's worth more than
Everybody
that,
is
Chris.
wishing Jamie good
Yes.
luck for sure.
For sure.
Thinking and praying for you with upcoming surgery, and it's coming pretty quickly. September 9th. Like it's almost
Like it's
the end of July. No, it's not tomorrow. Stop making time go too fast. So
It'll be
ooh,
here
6
before you
weeks
know it.
off work. But lots of physical therapy. Oh yeah. You can do
PT.
this. Jamie is a hard worker, though. I know
I
that
know the
about
PT
her.
thing.
So, Holly Ayers. Oh, hello, Holly.
Hello.
So good to see you.
Moon over Miami.
Oh, Ken Raid. That's amazing. Hello, Moon over Miami.
How
I
did we get
love
that?
that.
How
We
did we
got a
deserve
rate
this?
from Ken. I think that might be Kenneth Oakes. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. PT will definitely keep you busy, says Mary Ellen.
Lots
to
of
Jamie,
neck,
sure.
neck exercises where they get you going.
That's your neck PT, you goofball. This is going to be her
Just kidding.
knee surgery.
They still have you do neck in.
No, Mr. Z, hello, and right behind Mr. Z, Lindy Lou. You know, though that they're a couple, and they're a fun couple. Meow, Crazy Cat
Hello,
Traveler,
Crazy Cat Traveler.
William Hanson Jr.
Hello.
Hello. Destination Fun as well.
Here.
Hello, Sherry and Danny. Definitely.
Wendy Johnstone.
Wendy and Roger, the Johnstons. So good. I think Johnston or Johnstone. Do you say the stone in Wendy's last name?
Yeah, would that Johnston would be UN.
Stone? Do you pronounce your name with a stone, like a hard long O or a short O? That's what we need to know. Everybody needs to know. Robin Allison, hello.
Hello.
Hello, nautical nurse Nancy Crew. I love that. That is quite the greeting. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got some interesting conversation. Combination. I see Julie and Button, Howie Cruz in the chat.
Hello.
So good to see you guys. They just got back from the several of
baseball
the first sailings on Utopia of the Seas.
Utopia of the Seas.
Totally jealous of you
just
guys.
Guessing.
That is amazing.
I guess it would make more sense a cruise.
They might have gotten back from a baseball game because
do they play baseball game on the Meraviglia?
Kids. So no, talking about the Meraviglia, Utopia of the Seas.
Oh, Utopia. Do they have baseball games on the Utopia?
That is the newest,
that
latest,
would be Utopia.
And greatest. And I am
baseball on a ship.
Very jealous. And everybody's saying hello to everyone. I love that. Roger's even here. Roger Johnston. I'm going to say Johnston unless I hear Johnstone is the way to say it.
Gina Bird's here.
Hello, Gina and Matt. Oh, so good to see you here. Woo!
Wanda's here.
Wanda.
It's Leo season.
Oh my gosh, Leo.
We got done with Cancer and now we're into Leo.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Will G, hello. Good evening to you. Anthony Simone says yes. He is excited for that cruise. Oh my gosh. Hang on. What happened with Destination Fun? I missed something.
You did.
Hello, everybody. Wait a second. We gotta find out what I'm going back, but
there's nothing there.
I don't know what happened. Something happened with Destination Fun. It's hard when you miss a comment. No, but there was a comment. How's Danny feeling? Cruise Nuts said.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Danny is sick, evidently. So I am so sorry to hear that Danny is sick. All right, we're going to go back to the bottom. Retro Sarge also in the house. Hello, sweet Retro Sarge. So I've never met Retro Sarge except for the chats, but I feel like we're going to get along famously someday. We're going to hang out and it is going to be amazing. It's going to be good. Beauty and the Bums Travel. Hello. Larry, hello. So good to see you. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love everybody saying hi. Sharon at Sea Travel.
Hello, Sharon at Sea.
Welcome home. I am so happy that your adventures overseas were not like too filled with drama.
We were actually spotting places that you had been, that we had been. So yeah, so just
Yes.
kind of comparing
Oh my
notes
gosh,
for how much
Bruges.
has changed.
Bruges, and
Brugge.
Ghent. Oh, beautiful, beautiful
It's not
places.
Ghent, it's Ghent.
And Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Oh, well, looks like very, very like you just had a wonderful, wonderful time. They say hope all is well in the land of cheese. Yeah, we do like our cows and our cheese here in
I
Wisconsin.
haven't
So,
had any cheese today. Had some cheese
oh my
yesterday.
gosh, we have plenty of
We had
cheese in the
really
fridge.
good cheese yesterday.
All kinds of cheeses. So,
Custom.
oh my gosh, Cruising for Food says doing well, recovering between trips. I love that, Wanda. Ooh, Crazy Cat Traveler has checked in and 40 days
40
till
days
Harmony
till
of the
Harmony.
Seas. Oh,
Just waiting for shows
Go for
to
it.
be. Oh, Jinx, you're it.
Okay, waiting. Let's say it together. Just waiting for shows to be posted. Being able to put the mail on hold.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is exciting.
That's right. It's 30
times.
days prior to that, isn't it? I think I was the guy who ruined that for
Look
everybody.
at Robin Allison giving those words of encouragement. I had knee replacement in mid-May. You will do great.
You
I
didn't.
have no.
She did.
Oh,
I know
she's
Robin.
saying that. Look at you're gonna think the $6 million woman. That's how it's gonna be. It's Nancy Fields' birthday. What? Shout out to Nancy
Hello?
Fields, my other
Happy
wonderful
birthday.
Nancy friend. And oh my gosh, I love that. Love that. Yeah, no fireplace tonight. It's plenty warm here. We've gotten the humidity. It has set in full bore, don't you think?
Full bore.
I mean, it has, but nothing to comment compared to the California weather. Derek just
It's actually kind of
messaged
cool in the
me.
morning.
Derek, yeah, it's actually quite pleasant in Wisconsin in the summertime.
Mhm.
Derek, D&G, Derek just messaged us and said it's 108. It's 108 current temperature in California.
We're getting like
He
39 in the morning and 90s in the afternoon.
No, we're not 39. We're like in the 60s at night and like 70s, maybe 80s in the daytime. What's your guys' weather? As long as we brought up the weather, we might as well.
Weather.
We might as
Or
well.
not, you're going to bring up the weather.
Stone. It is Stone. Oh my gosh. Wendy, I've been saying it wrong. I apologize. Wendy and Roger John Stone. Good to know. I said it wrong. Oh my Lord. Okay. All right. Here we are. We're catching up to the chat.
Somewhere.
Ooh, Julie and Button are so tan. Ooh.
Fun.
Button in the house. We're tag team typing. Julie's behind the keyboard now. You guys need to recover from your cruise. I worked on my tan. I don't work on the tan. I just enjoy
It just happens.
Sunshine.
It's an investment of time.
It's a love fest between me and the sun.
Yes.
Every time, literally, my coworkers know I love the sunshine.
It's her time to catch up on 300 Marco Polos.
So happy. It seriously makes me happy. And then my friend Sarah and my daughter Hannah, they remind me I need sunscreen. And
She
I'm
doesn't like that reminder.
Okay, I'll
She
put the
doesn't like that.
sunscreen on. But it's not because I need to be a raisinette. I don't need to be a raisinette.
No Ship Sherlock's here. Hello.
No Ship Sherlock. So good to see you.
Looking
Oh
into
my
a
gosh,
brain,
she's looking into
brain transplant myself. Yeah, actually, they can now put like the little SD card where you can stick it in there and then offload some
You're
stuff.
working on that?
No, I don't know.
You've
Elon Musk is working on
You
that.
worked on something recently.
Elon Musk is working on that.
No, he is not. But
Something
you
like
just got something going that is pretty
Not like that.
No, but helpful.
Yes.
What's your newest, latest, and greatest project?
You mean the OwnCloud?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got an OwnCloud server set up.
I don't even know what that is, but
It's kind of like a Dropbox.
Mhm. So
Except
it's going to be helpful.
Our own.
Own.
Yes.
Did you get that? So it's going to be helpful for sharing video.
Yes.
We've had an eventful
Yes, it's been Sugar's here.
weekend.
Hello.
Oh, Sugar,
Look
so
at
good to
Nancy
see
and her
you.
fancy eyelash.
I do have the falsies on.
The little magnetic thing.
They're so easy. They might
Messes
look
up
a
the
little
GPS when she blinks.
they look a little bit heavy, don't they? But they're so easy. No mascara. I just put my eyeliner on. Oh my gosh, you
It's
got it.
magnetic. I kid you not. She blinks and the GPS kind of goes wonky.
My Lord. Do they look like too much? I'm okay with honest replies. I am. I honestly am okay if you guys think they look too crazy.
We missed a lot of them.
Some of those caterpillars, though, they have caterpillars. These are light. So
Howie Cruz, we missed a lot of our favorite people on Utopia Road. Just saying.
I know.
Yeah, right?
I am so jelly. I see Tony and Mike, the naughty cruiser, out
They have
here
wiffle ball.
looking so fun.
That's awesome. It's close to
Wiffle
ski.
ball.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That would be fun. We will answer to most anything, says Roger, but we pronounce the stone long. Oh, thank you, Roger. John Stone.
Okay.
I will remember it now. I will.
It's
I will.
It's not an oo sound, it's an o sound.
Okay. So
Yes. Gina Bird's here. Hello.
Gina Bird, hello. We already said hi to Gina and Matt. Oh my gosh. Hello. Daily Dose of the Bible, KJV.
King James Version.
Oh, so good to see you. Meat Raid. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Love key lime pie. I don't know where that came from. Oh, that was Wanda's latest video. You guys check out Cruising for Foods videos, please. Yeah, Sharon Etsy said no broken down ship this time. Oh my gosh.
That's so
you
good.
have had plenty. You don't need anything for the rest of your life.
You got the ticket to say no more.
We do have the cheese, Wanda. We have plenty of cheese. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're working on getting.
Oh, is it Anthony's fault?
Oh, what? Oh,
for the mail
thing.
Drives my proactive type A personality nuts.
What mail thing?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's what I do.
Oh, was it your fault, you Anthony, or another Anthony? Like
our mail server actually had a problem because of CrowdStrike.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about CrowdStrike now, huh?
That thing, it affected our work too.
It's an accurate name.
Actually, it's crazy. And the flights that were affected.
911 call centers.
Super. That is scary, you guys. I don't love it. I don't
taxi cab services.
Ooh, Wanda says 70s in the morning here. Rest of the day, 90 for the rest of the day. Rain every day. Well, you get a little bit of everything. 90s sounds delightful. You could totally use your pool.
My space was down.
The time. Oh, now we got everybody's forecast. Their weather. Cruise Nuts 79. Some spotty rain. Destination fun in Florida. She's by Tampa. Raining here now. Wendy Johnstone 88. So, and Tess is also in the chat. Much love to you guys. So good to see you.
77 in Central Texas for Will G. 33% humidity and 88 for Wendy Johnson.
Doesn't sound too bad.
No, finally back to Crazy Cat Travels. Finally back to 80s, 70s, and 80s.
Good to hear.
Totally okay with that. Yeah, those are nice temperatures. New Jersey has been hot, except when you come home from Caribbean in July.
It's
then
Caribbean, honey.
It's hot and humid. Don't exist above the Bible Belt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, we have humid, but not hot. So definitely. Yeah. Oh, Masters Game says 75 and mostly cloudy in New York now. I love that. Howie Cruz. I lived in Florida for 3 years. So yeah, I like it and miss it, but it has its time and place. Oh my gosh. Thank you, you guys.
Wendy
It is kind of awkward when you are so heavy all of a sudden, but I'm like, they're so easy. Why not just try them? I don't know. You should try some.
No.
You should.
I work with electronics in a day.
Magnets here.
Computers will just kind of start going flip, flip, flip.
Give you one of those little thin mustaches.
Put them right in the nose. And every time I flare my nose, they'll flip out.
Man. Mary Ellen, they're kind of fun. And I mean, as long as you're okay with having a little more eyeliner than you normally would, they're super easy. I mean,
I
like
agree with Juan.
on
I
and
can't
off,
bother with
super,
makeup
super
anymore.
easy.
I don't have time in the morning. I just don't. It just takes too long.
Filters, though, sometimes you use some of those filters.
The raw plaster.
You don't know about the filters, but us gals, we love those filters. Like, and then the sparkles come into the filters, and you're like, yeah, this is how I normally look. It's
Oh,
bad.
those
The
filters.
Snapchat filters. Oh my gosh. When you look at yourself for real, then you're like, oh, I don't love this anymore. Let's get back to filter land. I wasn't looking for compliments, you guys. I just, you know what? I'm okay with you saying that like it's too much. I mean, I remember back in the
Indeed.
day, I remember when I had a coworker who had these huge, like massive eyelashes.
Like she would
I
fling
mean, they were like
and they come
caterpillars.
back up.
Still thought they looked so good. I complimented her many times on them before I realized they were false. I think one of my other coworkers, I am like kind of naive like that. I just don't think
When you're standing 2 feet away from somebody and you catch like a draft from the eyelashes going up and down. I mean,
complimenting her to somebody else, and then they're like, you know,
think I'm
it's not
kidding.
your natural lashes, Nancy, right? And I'm like, oh, this is false. Rob and Jan Can Cruz is in the
Hello,
house, and
NB, first time here.
So
This is
happy
not
to have
normal.
you.
We're just
We'll be talking about our
this is
cruise chat
nothing.
very, very
But we do like
soon.
to say hi.
Because
It
we
is.
like to interact with our community.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're usually not talking about
love that.
eyelashes.
So
We're usually talking about skeet shooting.
Key lime pie is my favorite. You know what I loved? I love the chocolate covered key lime pie in Key West. Oh my gosh.
How's that
so
key lime pie?
amazing.
That's like chocolate
Look at
lime
it.
pie.
Anthony shared the link. You guys
Thank
click
you.
on the link and then save it for later. Put it in another tab.
Don't
Put
open
it
it
in your
now.
back pocket.
Just, yeah.
Stay here.
But
And
she'll suck you in.
watch that because Wanda.
Between the key lime pies and the
Wanda is
bacon
amazing.
stuff,
Oh
it's
my
amazing.
gosh. Ooh. Julie and Button are saying they had the best key lime pie the other day.
Oh, Manifold
Pie.
having to wait for 30 days. That's what
Oh yes.
Chris Gatineau was talking about.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah. Did you give a
Yeah, we were talking about that. I think I'm the one who did that because
Oh,
I was booking it out like 6-9 months, and they said, "We really
Can't
don't
do
like
it.
you doing that." And then all of a
Shoot.
sudden, it changed.
Crazy Cat said,
Yeah, my
Chad
fault, sorry.
Traveler said, half my work got hit by computer shutdown. My work phone was going nuts. It was my day off. Not cool. Well,
102 in Tucson.
Tucson. That much I know. That's
Well, it's
crazy.
John Stone instead of John Stone. That's
No.
Tucson.
Tess said it's not. I was wrong. Tess said it's hot. My forecast is simple until September.
September.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh, Anthony, you're a natural beauty. Look at Wanda.
I think she's talking about Anthony Simone.
You
It's not me.
are.
Talking about
Yes,
Anthony
I
Simone.
love that you can say Caribbean both, either way,
Yes.
Caribbean or Caribbean.
Caribbean is one of those little things that you put on for the rope and
Oh,
go
that's a
and climb.
Carabiner.
Isn't that somebody who's from the Caribbean?
Caribbean saying, and you say Caribbean.
When I've been there for
and,
too long, I become that.
Potato, potato. So okay, I think we're caught up. Huzzah!
Yes.
Now we're on to your topic.
What topic
Do
was
you
it?
remember
No.
changes in cruising? Right
Oh,
there.
things that are going on. I didn't
So-
know you were going to go with that topic tonight. I didn't have any chance to prepare.
Oh,
I
my
said we could do
goodness.
this on the cuff, but really, I mean, yeah.
Well, now here we are.
can.
Here
So
we
there's
are.
been a lot of changes since cruising.
Since the shutdown.
Since the COOF or the Devo C.
Since the whole pandemic. Yes,
Right.
yes.
So since before that, there's been a
Oh,
lot of things that have been
Chrissy's saying
changing.
we've been here since
Hello.
the beginning. So good to see
Very
you.
good to see you guys.
Yeah.
So some of the things that I wanted to just kind of talk about a little bit.
It's changing.
Yeah.
They keep on changing. I
Right.
mean, this is part of life.
So one of the big things that everybody's talking about in the cruise community is price increases. Prices are going through the roof. But what's really crazy right now,
Supply and demand.
yes, but the supply is huge right now. There are more ships on the ocean right now in cruising than have ever existed in cruising.
There's more
before.
people that want to go
Over
cruising.
300 ships and increasing.
Yeah,
on a
Jan,
regular
Rob
basis.
and Jan Can Cruise has a really good comment. What about the 3 monster ships that Carnival is bringing
Correct.
out in coming years?
Yes.
8,000 passengers.
But one of the big things that's
Huge,
happened
huge.
is that the millennial crowd has figured out about cruising. They are starting to go on more than one cruise in their life. And that is causing a huge increase in the number of people that are going out there.
It's kind of addicting. So, ooh, well,
What do you
Wanda
guys think
says-
of that?
Yeah, I don't
Right?
like the bigger ships. I don't blame those cruise ports for limiting ships.
And that's going
for
to be the
sure.
problem, because as we try and do this, isn't that going to be an issue with the number of ports that are available, with the number of places? There's only 7 days in
Yeah,
a week.
Mr. Z says too many people. Portia Dula says can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's jump on them.
Right.
I mean, there are disadvantages and advantages to those huge ships. You know, you got to know that the shows are going to be harder to get to because it's limited
Yeah.
unless they are able to.
And if it's
somehow
traveling from
accommodate them.
east to west, you might actually have to change a time zone. I mean, that's going to be coming up.
Kevin Brubaker. Hello,
Hello, Kevin.
Lord Kevin. I thought you went nighty night after Lalita Loca. I saw you saying good night.
Yeah. So
Well,
smaller
so
ships
he
are a
says,
thing.
let's read this comment
Yeah,
before
so
you and shut
I
your phone
say-
off. All right. He
I
said-
say let's charter a smaller ship. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the things. So river cruising is really a big thing nowadays too.
that
It is
I-
growing like
Do
crazy.
you guys, what do you think of river cruising?
Yeah.
I personally am more addicted to the ocean cruising.
I
like
am too.
really seeing that deep blue water out there. I love that.
But I would like to see more ports. I would like to see more destinations that
But you can only get to those smaller ports on smaller ships. You can't
Correct.
get to those ports on big ships.
and
You
that's going
just
to be a while
cannot.
before they even consider the larger ones.
Look
that
at
are in.
NB says, I'm a millennial and I'm cruising next year with Celebrity. Can't wait.
And that is the
More-
big thing,
More people are doing it.
right? So the millennial crowd has really caught on to cruising. It used to be a little bit more of an older crowd prior to the COVID.
Well, we
Shutdown.
remember when times were that like cruising was ultra fancy.
Mhm.
Maybe you could afford to do a cruise like once in your life
Yeah,
or
we
so. I mean, I don't know. And then we like discovered that we could do cruising more often.
but see that, and that's one of the things too. While cruise prices have increased, and so have land vacations as well.
Yeah, everything has, right?
It really has.
It
And they're
stinks.
I was just taking a look. I accidentally clicked on when I was, so I had to book a flight down to the Florida house for us. And when I booked that flight down there, one of the things it said is you can get your hotel. And I accidentally checked on that. And it came up. And for a week down in Florida, I'm looking at $3,200 to $4,200
Wow.
with the flight and
And this is September, not even peak season.
right.
Just
correct.
getting into a little more of the peak season because
But there is a big demand.
August is like the
Yeah.
time where
But
it's
there is
really
a big demand,
lower,
and that is
so-
some of the big things. So what do you guys think about that? I mean,
Well,
as far as some
Rob
of,
and Jan Can Cruise says we like Spirit class and Vista class more than 4K cruisers. Gets kind of crazy with
Can be.
those big cruises. I hated to see the cruise from a selfish standpoint. I hate seeing those cruise prices get driven up, but I do love that more people are discovering cruises. So it's like a push pull. It's a love hate. Part of what we're doing is spreading the word on these cruises, right?
Tessa Mon says, I'll let the millennials cruise on 8,000 ships. Yeah.
on those 8,000
Right.
passenger ships,
Yeah.
I think is what she meant. So, well, Wanda says, I'd love to try a river cruise one day. We've done a lake cruise and across Lake Michigan during the shutdown. I never did vlog that or show
Not
that
much. We
much,
had a little bit.
but we posted a little on, very little in Facebook land, but not much. But I don't know. There's something about river cruising. It's very costly. And so that also I'd rather do the big the ocean cruises, in my opinion.
So in my opinion, river cruising, Mediterranean cruising are different than Caribbean cruising.
True, true.
Or
but
like
I would love to do a Mediterranean
like even
cruise before I do a river
Right.
cruise. That's my opinion.
Well,
I'd love to do a
even like the
Mediterranean
Australia,
cruise.
New Zealand cruises are still more like a Caribbean cruise because you at least have some more sea days. Where the
Yeah.
Mediterranean cruises, you're traveling
It's port
at night.
intensive.
It's very port intensive,
And
the
so you're
same
gonna
thing with
be
the river cruises.
exhausted.
Yeah. So they are very port intensive, and you get to see a lot of port. So it is a different style of cruising altogether between them.
It's, you know what? Cruising in general, we're hooked on. So look at there. Kevin says, my friend is currently on a river cruise in Germany.
Yeah.
And if I went on a river cruise, I would go down Germany because it is amazing.
We spent some time on the Rhine
We
River.
drove along the Rhine River down one
During
side and up
Oktoberfest.
another. And woo, beautiful.
Absolutely
The
gorgeous.
vineyards, the
Yep.
castles,
Yep.
fairy tale land. I
Yep.
mean, it is like it's amazing.
Do you remember when we were
The
there?
barges going, you see the barges coming
Yeah.
through the river.
So
the
we
Rhine
were
River.
we
It's
were on
just
this
crazy.
balcony in the Rhine River, and you could see the vineyards
From
on the
a
roof.
hotel balcony.
Yeah, and you could see the vineyards across. And then all of a sudden, an F-15 comes right up the middle of the river and ran around. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah.
I remember the barges, and I
Yeah.
was amazed that the barges could get through and maneuver that
They're
river
amazing.
so well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Anthony, go ahead, honey.
I would rather do ocean cruising.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Wendy Johnstone. I like big ships, little ships, all the things. New World.
Yeah.
Just get me on a ship.
Exactly, right? I think that's a lot of things.
Gregory are here.
Hello.
Derek was on his way from work. So much
Ooh.
love. Thinking of, he's got the whole inventory week going on. So
That's
we
crazy.
really appreciate
Yes.
our mod squad. So
Retro
much.
Sarge says Nile River. That would be a fun cruise.
That would be.
Yeah.
You'd have to go like this. Do
Yeah.
do do do.
Yeah.
Not really. That would be interesting though. That definitely. Woo,
Yeah,
they're going to
soon.
be on that
Yeah.
Nile. That you're calling. I ruined it. Something like denial.
Yes. Crazy Cat Traveler. I used to want to do a river cruise from Moscow to St. Petersburg during war. You can actually still do that.
No.
It is possible to do that.
Absolutely beautiful.
You have to fly to
beautiful.
Turkey, and then you basically you buy a separate leg to Moscow from Turkey, and you can get there. And there's a lot of people who are doing that right now. That are taking that.
I know, but that's not really. Carnival's not going there like they.
No.
used to.
It's the Russian cruises, but I do agree that would be absolutely gorgeous
So
because
pretty.
there's just so much
history.
architecture,
Stupid
history.
war. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah,
There's
there's so much, and the Russian
don't
people
love
are
that.
so warm, and yeah, it's just a cool place.
Tess said, if it weren't for the extremely high prices on river cruises, I might give it a try, but not super interested.
Yeah.
So I think that we're kind of like that for
Yeah.
sure. Kevin is saying, hi there, sexy to T&G. I love that. Hello, together we travel. So good to see you. And Controversial Cruising. So good to
Hello.
see you as well.
We're talking about the changes in cruising.
We
so
are.
for all
So
the people that
since
are.
the pandemic. So
Yes.
we're fairly new. So okay, let's get a disclaimer out there. We're fairly new at cruising. I don't think that is good or bad. We started cruising in 2016, but it was pre-pandemic. It wasn't the old fashioned cruising when they had the
Your
midnight
mother had gone on
midnight
one, but
buffet.
other than
My
that,
mom remembers when they had like midnight buffets. that were just amazing in
Yes.
cruising. And
with ice
we
sculptures and
never
all of that.
experienced those
Love ship era.
old time cruises,
Yes.
but we were pre-pandemic and we were already hooked pre-pandemic and cruising. And
Like
then
the earlier Mardi Gras.
and started the channel actually in 2019.
Mhm.
Started, showing cruising. At that time, that also is a change. At that time, there were not many cruise vloggers out there at all, which kind of fed into us starting, this channel and wanting to show people what there was out there. And still, when you're researching things, it's still sometimes hard to find enough information. If you're really trying to research something, it's nice to have the YouTube videos to be able to refer back to like watch and see, okay, I think that I want to go there or I don't want to go there. What this platform brings is that opportunity to not have it as an advertisement, and hopefully seeing people's like real perspective of it. Even though we edit our videos, or I edit the videos, it's still a honest to goodness, view of what we're doing with
Correct.
these in these cruise ships and in the cruise port, and just our perspective on it. But
Yeah.
since then, holy moly, there's been lots of YouTubers and lots of vloggers. It's like bloomed.
Yeah.
So
Well, and I think you
it's
get that with
crazy.
the millennial crowd coming in because
Yeah, it's
they're more
amazing.
apt to drop their vacation out onto YouTube or TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah,
right?
the short format
Format.
is really something big. I'm a longer format gal, so that's just how I roll. Sure to see says we're older cruisers, but we identify as millennial cruisers. I love that.
Well, and there is some changes. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But yeah,
Robin Jankin Cruise says cheaper to just stay on the ship, see as many places as you can from a cruise ship, less expensive than
It is.
hotels.
cruise
So
ships are
good
still
point.
cruise ships are still the best value out there right now from a vacation perspective. Even if you're going on river cruises, if you try and
It's just
do
so
like
amazing.
try and do the Rhine River on individual hotels, going up and coordinating all of that and trying to get everything lined up. It's very difficult to do that, and the river cruises just make it effortless, as
Oh my
most of the
goodness. And so my sister,
Mediterranean too.
my brother's wife's sister just went on a Christmas cruise down like in Germany. So Christmas they do like Christmas
Crazy.
big,
Yeah.
big. The villages like with the walk through Christmas shopping. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Santa Claus
Sharon,
and St.
you'd
Pete.
be in heaven.
Or
You would need to buy like 2
Black
more
Friday.
suitcases. So definitely. So Sugar says the further you book out, the better the price. For
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
For sure. And I think that, Carnival is still of the mindset that they're going to have to keep increasing prices until the demand ebbs off a bit. And that hasn't happened.
Well, and
that's
Royal,
part of
look at Royal's big, huge inflation. I mean, their tickets are going way up there. So you try to get an ocean view balcony on Royal, and you are going to be paying a little pretty penny. But I'm not trying to dissuade anybody one way or the other, but we've kind of experienced a little of that. And man, I just I don't love the prices.
Yeah.
Destination Fun. You want to read her comment?
I wish they limited passengers like they did right after everything opened. Those were the days. Yeah, and that was a great time because you got to experience these larger ships, but you got to experience them with less people on there.
But I'm not sure.
It's-
Now let's hold back on the reins. It was unique, but it wasn't how
You couldn't
cruising.
have everything
It
going.
was not how those ships were designed, and it was kind of freaky when it was like
was.
a
Kind of ghost
25
town.
when it was 25% capacity or like 30, it was ghost towny, and it just didn't feel right. Like there's an energy that some people bring to the to the parties and all of it.
There's an energy.
And you may wish that you want less people, but you don't want, I don't know. My perspective is some of those people bring that energy. Now, of course, the crowds get a little bit tiring, and you don't love to stand in line for like
Well, I
shows
think
and
that's
things
the
like
big
that.
thing
You
is
know,
this
that's the
flow.
push pull
How
of
are
it
they going to
all.
improve the overall flow? And I think that's one of
Yeah.
the big things that the cruise industry is trying to, like, even for the 8,000 ships, how are they going to get everybody to flow effectively there? Because you have to have enough venues and enough variety that you're going to be able to do that, which ups the ante for those ships. It really does, as far as the cruise and other things.
Brandolin is giving Tess a little word of advice, thanks to
Yeah.
Emma from
Yeah.
Emma's Cruises. I found out that there are more affordable cruise lines in Europe.
They just don't advertise. Correct.
here. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Look, I'm a ex-zennial between
Gen X
Generation
and-
X and millennials doing the first Oasis class this summer.
Very cool.
Very
Yeah, and-
exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oasis class is a beautiful, beautiful class of ship. Lots to offer. Now, you did your first Oasis class on Symphony
Correct.
in January.
Yes.
What did you think of that
It was
ship?
huge, and you couldn't see the ocean. I mean, it was
Yeah, but the shows and what it had to
It was
offer,
phenomenal.
it
I thought
a
they had
lot
great
to
shows.
offer.
Yeah, a lot
It
to offer.
did.
right. No ship Sherlock. I've reached the age that I think new mega ship should offer Uber. I agree.
Good point. No ship, Sherlock. Oh my gosh.
Uber Eats too, right?
Barnaby's Vacations. Hello, girl. So good to see you on
Yes,
here.
very good to see you.
Talking about the changes that are going on in cruising,
Right.
and like what has what's the latest and
Since
greatest,
COVID, right?
and bigger cruise ships, more
Larger
people.
cruise, yep. Larger number
Not
of cruise
all
ships.
of them are larger
Right.
though. Some
No,
of the
no.
cruise lines are going with the smaller, like the mid-size
But the
cruise
overall
ships,
fleet
but-
is over 300 ships right now
Mhm.
that are cruising the oceans, not counting the river cruises, right? Just the ones that are cruising the oceans at this time.
yeah.
So
Robin Jankin Cruise says, we love ocean cruises. I think a river cruise would be too tame for us. That might be. We enjoy the entertainment and the fun crew.
Yeah, it
for
is a lot of
sure. I think river cruises are also very port intensive. So you travel overnight and you are at port during the day. So very port intensive, which would be a little bit different feel than what we had with driving down the Rhine River, where we're driving during the day and experiencing that whole vibe. It's just different. Kevin says, you want to read Kevin's
I like
comment?
staying on the ship in ports at least once a cruise. Then I get to enjoy the ship with a lower population on board. And that is
There's
true.
a great
That's a
comment,
great hit. Great tip.
especially if it's a port that you have been to often.
Yeah.
We have not done
Maybe
that.
jump out for
very
just a
much.
little bit. Catch
Cruising for food does
catch
that.
some of the smells and ambiance, and
Maybe
back in.
support the local economy just a little bit, and
Yeah.
then grab a comforter or two. And yes, I'm not into rushing around, says
but if
Kevin.
I drink too much,
You're a being. That's what the diuretics will do for you. That's
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
Mr. Cruise Fever also on Carnival Cruises have no more 24-hour ice cream.
I think that's going to pick up. That's going to pick up. That is actually a staffing issue.
And no more pizza, 24-hour
Right, but
pizza.
again, it's a staffing issue right now. They're still having an issue with that.
That countdown on celebration.
Because not
coming.
only did
Very
the
exciting.
staff, a lot of the staff that was on there that was 6-7 years of running on the ship, they're no longer there anymore. And you've got a lot of younger staff that just haven't been there for as many cycles.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
and so,
a great point.
and with a larger fleet and larger ships, you need more staff. And it is a big issue.
Flip side, the staff is getting trained. Like we initially saw with the
We are seeing that.
We saw that they were very
Correct.
new and didn't have that flow, and the cogs were not very smooth. Like your dining was like 2 hours for main dining room, and it's like, well, come on now, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. This is too long. I don't want to sit in a main dining room for that long of a period of time. And then, oh, wait a second. So Tess said in March, I'm thinking seriously about staying on board in Curacao. Seriously.
Yeah.
So, serenity, she says.
Serenity. Yes.
Just peace for
Yes.
having that ship a little bit more
Yeah.
to yourself.
Robin Jan can cruise. Hello. We are doing a Carnival Legend back to back September 16th to August 6th this year out of Rome.
That
Then
sounds
heading to
lovely.
Singapore for the Trans-Pacific on October 12th. Come do the Mediterranean with us. That would be awesome.
Love it. Oh my
We'd have to figure out how
gosh.
to get that to work.
That sounds amazing, Robin Jan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just sounds amazing. I would
Yeah.
love it.
And NCL had a pig roast on a fire pit. So much fun.
Oh my gosh.
So-
See, so some of these bigger ships can offer more too.
Yep.
So it's
So
not bad.
we started to talk about some of the additional changes that are there, which is the staff. The staff, they're still trying to ramp up, but they're not actually fully staffing at this point because they don't need to. The reality is because, well, they don't need to
You sound
because
like you're fighting words.
no, they really don't need to, because the reality is that while they're not offering the all-night ice cream, it's not becoming that big game changer that's causing people to not cruise. If
Yeah.
you don't cruise, somebody else is taking your spot,
That's
because
true.
there's a lot of demand right now for it. So
Blasted demand.
yeah. And the cruise lines
So what
are
we
still
wanna
trying to
tell
make
you
up
is-
for their losses that they had during COVID.
Messages. Don't cruise anymore. You
No,
guys.
that is not our
Stop
message.
Cruising.
Keep cruising. We need it. So, but the millennial crowd is bringing a lot of other changes that the industry is starting to see.
It's
One,
really fun. They bring in
is.
energy
Yeah.
for sure.
but one of the things that they're starting to see is that the millennial crowd is not as interested in the short cruises. Not as. That
Not
doesn't mean
as interested in the fancy too.
Well, that's not necessarily true. They're looking for the longer cruises, and they're looking for more destination ports. One of the things that the cruise
Where are
lines,
you getting these facts from? Longer
the
cruises.
statistics that I was reading,
Wait a second. But the Utopia of the Seas is a short cruise. That's a
I'm not
party
saying that it's
ship
always.
cruise or
Right.
a family ship cruise.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It's not saying that they're not
that
increasing.
cruise ship is going to get worn down.
It will, but it's not growing as big as the longer venues. And they're also seeing venues like the Panama, where they're going from one port and going to the other side.
That's amazing.
Right? But the longer cruises where you're starting at one port and then ending up at another port, those are actually really in demand. They're seeing those sell out a lot quicker. So I'm just looking through Carnival and NCL. I've been listening to I'm not working much, so I'm actually listening to some of these calls that are taking place. And these are some of the trends that they're seeing in how they're dealing with it. So they're looking at ways, how do they make that more, better? How do they make those
More
type of
better.
more better? How do they improve
Wanda
those
wishes-
experiences and have more of those?
Wanda wishes she could say goodbye with streamers and confetti at Sail Away. Like on Love Boat.
That was-
Back in the day when
That
they
was.
used to let
and the
guests
golf and the
come on
skeet
board,
shooting and the
for sure, absolutely.
and the duck hunts and the
Yes.
have-
Oh, Crazy Cat Traveler has a good point. Pre-2020 pain point was in-person muster drill, and
Yes.
it did take a long
Yes.
time.
And that is a big
Immediate
change.
aftermath. Pain
Yep.
point was literally stick up the nose. Yes. Literally.
in the ear, out the nose,
No, it was
back into the mouth.
now it's the irritation at people
All
who
one
can't
effort.
take 5 seconds to check in at muster. You
Yes.
have a great point. I
Yes.
really appreciate that.
And
Thank
that is
you
something
for
that's
the-
just going to, how that is though.
absolutely.
With a lot of new cruisers, there's going to be a lot of new,
Cruising has changed.
but there's going to be a
for
lot of
sure.
new people that have to be educated as to why that's important, right?
Yep, editing can be misinterpreted. We edit out the silly or the mundane or all the ums that you say, right? All the
Yeah, that takes too long.
I'm like, okay, no more ums, but that's part of everyday speech, but you don't necessarily want to show that in the video. But some people think that you're like, if you edit something that it's important. I'm like, not so much. Oh my gosh, Sun Princess better not disappoint. Two Princess Cruises, says Crazy Cat. Have yet to hear the Love Boat horn. Oh my gosh, you will definitely be hearing
Well,
that.
and these things like the Muster Cruise. So Mr. Cruise Fever, I like how Carnival
Yeah.
Royal and some other cruise lines have kept the new safety drill. Guests can check into the muster station anytime. They do. But the older, the platinums, the diamonds that have been on there for years and doing things are nostalgic for some of the old ways of doing it. So they're trying to also figure out how to deal with that as
But
well.
not the old muster.
No,
No
but there are
business.
things like that, right? So how do you keep your loyal members who are going to be
Thank
cruising
you, Fordman.
there? Or do you just kind of accept that they're going to be there and
Look
make the
at
change?
Fordman, aka Kenneth, and Hope Faith Oaks Adventures.
There
I
you go.
love that. Oh, I love that. Love that. So yeah, their
Their
prices
prices have-
royally went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not for all their cruise lines, just their latest and greatest. And they do have a lot of really nice. Royal has a nice product. A lot of people love Royal.
Yeah.
Will G says the only way to get good deals nowadays is to book a couple years out. And that's difficult for some people because trying to just kind of plan their lives out, they don't know if that's going to work out for them or not.
Kevin Brubaker's going to win the lottery and get my own ship. Kevin, that's a lot of work. We were looking into that during the pirate season, if you remember that of our show, right? And I was actually anticipating that because it's the chefs and the biggest one, Kevin. If we're going to get our own ship, I will let you personally host the customer service lines. You can do that all by yourself.
When Roger are baby cruisers. I never even knew this. You guys, the
Wow.
John Stones. I only started cruising 2 years ago. That's crazy. I never realized that. So I'm
Wow.
a baby cruiser. But we've been on like 10 cruises. I have
Wow.
7 booked. Oh my
Wow,
gosh,
7.
Wendy and Roger. That's
That is cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good
So
for
you may not notice a lot of the changes that others are seeing in that. So one of the other things that's interesting too is that there was this discussion that was held about high-speed internet and how the millennials, because the millennials are there, how we have to have higher speed internet. And I love the answers that were given. Well, until Starlink came out, there wasn't really any options. We couldn't really enhance this too
Actually,
much.
Starlink has made a huge difference.
It
It really has. But we're also very, very spoiled with
Yes.
internet accessibility in our country.
Yes.
And if you have a little bit of a stagger when you're out to sea,
People go
like
freak
people
out.
go crazy and
Yeah,
they want
the
instant
lines at customer service.
instant returns on their
Yep.
investment of the internet. And
Yep.
that sometimes internet just staggers.
Yeah. But
Like,
but the
it's way better.
Starlink,
So much
they didn't
better
have
than
any
it used
options.
to be.
And even now with
Oh my
Starlink,
gosh.
they're limited still because now there's only so much capacity that they can put out on a single satellite. So the ships do have issues when they're out at sea.
I'm so happy that Derek and Gregory are going to be getting that they have a casino offer and they're going to get on a cruise ship very, very soon. Cruising for Food says we always stay on board for NASA. We haven't gotten there yet. We still are discovering things about NASA for sure. Derek and Gregory, you want to read their comment for me?
Aren't river cruise excursions included on cost? I
believe
believe
so.
Viking is that
Yes.
way. Yes, they are. And
Viking
so that is
is
a part
that
of it.
way.
Viking is that way.
But also a pretty penny,
But
like
you don't have to take
triple
them.
the cost of a
You can't
regular.
get out of them either.
Triple
right?
the cost of a regular cruise, I
Yeah.
think, for us. I mean, for our pocketbook, it
Yeah.
would be, especially if you count in the travel over there. It's going to be expensive for
Well,
sure.
and NB, I agree. Cruises absolutely offer the best value. Sometimes even traveling with the U.S. and Canada can be so expensive now. At least with the cruise, my food and essentials are taken care of, but not just food and essentials.
Entertainment.
Well, but think of
the
this:
sea.
if you were to get,
It's just amazing.
if you were to get a hotel that has a room steward and to have 5-star restaurants, are you going? And you're actually comparing that to your actual cruise, you're just not going to find the
It
value.
is. It is amazing.
know?
Will G has a good comment too. Yes, gambling is another way to get good deals.
Yep.
Haven't tried that route yet, but you have to make a pretty decent
You have to
investment
get some investment to do
with
it, yeah.
that. But for sure.
And that is competitive.
Oh, you
too.
guys, thank you for hanging in there. I'm just trying to catch up. Look at Wanda says, honestly, we're changing the way we travel in the future. We want to do new things, new ships, new cruise lines, new experiences. Hopefully, you don't want new friends. Well,
Beverly
new
Jenkins
friends, but
said-
old friends too.
Beverly, hey, she said, just popped in. We
So good to see you.
we love the bigger ships when they started offering the Broadway shows.
Broadway shows.
Broadway shows are phenomenal.
They're a
And that
game
is going to be
changer,
one of
too.
the things too. So that's one of the
Totally.
last thing they talked
So
about
we
was the-
about Royal and talk
Yep.
about missing the sea,
Yep.
and we did miss the sea,
But
but
the-
the shows.
the
shows are
hard
amazing.
part with shows is finding creative material because there are just not the authors
if you
to be able to
repeat
do
the
that
ship-
that can do it on a ship.
If you repeat the same ship, you're going to have the same shows.
You
And
will.
So that's
will.
part of.
But
that,
new
for sure.
shows, bringing new things to
Mhm.
event, they're not seeing the authors that are producing shows that can be on the ship.
There's a pirate season, says Wanda. I
That would
love
actually be a thing. I'm not kidding you. Like, I think that there would be somebody to buy one of the older cruise ships, not one of the like broken down ones, and
Like Margaritaville at sea.
like Margaritaville at Sea is doing. But instead of just doing Margaritaville at Sea, crew it with the people who come on there for a 2-week or a 3-week and have them participate in the maintenance. I think there are people who would do that just for the experience of it.
Look at who's in the house. Hello, Sarah, sweetheart.
Hello,
Oh my
Sarah.
gosh. In bed, wanted to say hello.
Yes.
Our cruise besties, Sarah and Bob,
Yeah.
sending you much love.
Wanda says in bed. Smiley face.
Cruising for Food says we have 8 trips booked right now.
Wow.
6 of them are cruises. So absolutely. Okay.
Yes.
So I wanted to let you guys know that we were able to participate in that wedding that my niece,
That was a
my
lot of
niece's
fun.
wedding. So my brother's daughter's
Yeah.
wedding,
We had a lot of fun.
and such an amazing
They
time.
really did. It was a great job. I
Such
mean,
a great wedding, and we were blessed with lovely weather. It was
Zach
it was an outdoor wedding, and her new husband, just
Zach
such
is
a
awesome. He
sweetheart.
really
but
is.
I was able to do some video, and if you guys notice that I haven't put out a video lately, I'm getting to
She's
it.
doing some of
I
that.
needed to get to a little bit of the short wedding footage just to give them a little snippet of what I was doing for them, and it was really, really fun. But you
Beautiful.
talk about, I just wanted to show, since the wedding was this
Yes.
last Friday, these are hand thrown mugs made from my sister-in-law's sister, so my brother's wife's
Niece's
sister.
aunt,
Yeah.
not on our side.
So my
Yes.
brother's wife's sister,
Yeah.
she made these all by hand, and they have the stamp of Morgan and Zach on the back
Yes.
with the date of their wedding.
For
And
every
she
person
gave
that
these
attended.
to every guest.
Unique.
150.
They're all unique.
150 guests.
She
Is
threw them
that
all
not-
herself. And
That's
when I say
just
threw, she
amazing.
didn't crack any. She
I
threw them on the
She threw them on the pottery wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, like, mind blowing. Just
Absolutely
I
amazing.
wanted to share that. I mean,
Yeah, but
she's
she's
not
like
in the
that.
chat, but
She's
I
awesome.
mean, you talk about, wow,
Yeah.
what a gift for your
For your
fellow guests to be able to come and take home. And the wedding, the party was so much fun. The reception, immediate dancing. Like, you know how sometimes it takes time for people to warm up and they don't necessarily want to dance because there's not many people out on the dance floor. Boom. The party was happening. We were in the conga line. We were doing the chicken dance.
Yep.
It was so much energy, so much fun.
And we are talking about bringing
Favorite
some of
season, is that like skeet shooting off the back of the ship in
Yemen.
Yemen?
Oh no, actually that's dodging.
I love you.
That's
guys.
dodging.
You guys are great.
Yes.
Oh, Tess says, luckily I don't give a flip about internet. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
So everybody has, I love that everybody is
And what was fun is
so
that when we were at the
interactive.
when we were at the wedding, some of our relatives said, "Hey, we'd like to go on a
I
cruise
agree.
with you
These are
guys.
amazing.
Maybe a tuna of the seas, maybe something else that would be good."
He has to get the tuna of the season there because that's what he calls royal always. So yeah, not wanting to dance. What's that? So my family actually saw that a lot of these songs were like what they would play on cruise ships,
Cruise ships.
and
It
I'm
was like, we do these songs. She's trying to teach people how to do the waddle for everything.
like, anyway, time.
Oh,
We
wow.
thank you guys so much for
It was
hanging
fun
out
tonight.
with us. So much
Thanks
fun.
for listening to me. I was
Great
just kind of
conversation.
some stuff that I was kind of going through this week.
Deck with CB. Sorry,
Hello.
we are we're wrapping
just
it up
wrapping
in
up.
a nice little bow.
Have a great week, everybody. We will see you
Yes,
next week. in this.
Absolutely. Everybody, take care. Safe travels.
And God bless.
Oh, take care now, everybody. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Here we go. It's time to go. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now. We're supposed to be gone. Bye, you guys. Shh.
Who likes to do this lately?
It's a sneak peek.
It's like
Bye.
it's not an end. It's not an end.